The other day, I was asking my daughter about her English homework. Already done, she responded. But she hadn't done it by herself. She has used an AI tool to complete it. Few days later, my friend mentioned that his son is struggling with a math problem. So I called him to help, thinking that I can walk him through the solution. "Oh, it's done, uncle," he replied. But he hasn't done it by himself. He has used an AI tool to solve this problem. A student posted in the social media that he has completed an AI ethics course completely using AI tool. Absolutely don't do this. This is a response from an AI technologist. Relying on AI to learn about AI is something you are bypassing your understanding, bypassing your skill development. There is a corporate who posted in X, there is a confidential acquisition information is leaked before the deal is finalized. But the other corporate, he responded saying, "It is not us did it, it's our AI agent responded autonomously." It is like, I didn't do it, my admin had posted it. In all these scenarios, one thing is clear, that we all are excited in using AI tools. Irrespective of generations, human generations, everyone is using AI tools because it generates something for you in no time. With the evolutions of these technologies, what we have become is simply a consumer, only an excited consumer. So, why I am here? I want to break the silence of being just a consumer, because you have a lot of potential to become a creators. There is a paradox in today's conversation. Humans are worrying about AI is replacing our jobs. But we are missing to notice a fundamental truth, that AI cannot exist on its own. AI entirely depends on human intelligence. Without a human insight, creativity, and curiosity, AI is simply a code without a context. We are not being replaced. We are the pillars of these systems. When you go to any AI tools, when you are using any AI tools, you start with AI prompt. That prompt is internally converted to something called system prompt. The system prompt gets converted to a programming logic. The programming logic contains algorithms. Algorithm consists of formulas and theorems. Who writes the formula? Who writes the theorem? Sounds familiar? A right triangle, you all know. Sounds familiar, this formula? A square is equal to B square plus C square. What is the theorem comes to your mind? Yes, you're right. It's a Pythagoras theorem, named after a famous mathematician and a philosopher, Greek philosopher, Pythagoras. All these theorems and formulas are coming from humans. Every breakthrough you see in AI is building once it is conceived by human first. So AI can process this knowledge, but it cannot create one. From the wheel to the internet, all these inventions required human creativity and human curiosity, human problem solving. All these discoveries require human intuition. Now, I want to say that, and you also agree, that human intelligence is on top of artificial intelligence. Humans are real. You agree with me? Because human has true creativity. Human has genuine emotions. They have genuine creativity. AI can mimic the emotional response because it has the data. So it can show you if you want to cry, it will cry. If you want to laugh, it will laugh. It will show you an emotional response based on the training data. But it cannot create anything on its own. So now we understood that AI is not on the top of the technology. Human intelligence is always on the top. Human intelligence is the fundamental for any creation, direction, and purpose in this world. You take any object, anything, it's human intelligence is on top of any technology. But are we using it? Let me share a few thoughts on what is required from all of us and what is the need of the hour. When you go to social media and when you are engaged in social media, often we see that follow me, subscribe me, hit the bell button. This is what we always see, right? But you cannot keep following. You must stop at some point and focus on what you have to offer this world. And this is the moment for you to shift gears from simply watching the video to making the video, simply just consuming to creation. So move from watching to doing. Stop following and start thinking, right? Why the sky is blue? Why the sun is red? Why the rainbow is colorful? We used to ask all these questions when we were children. As we grow older, we stopped asking questions. We are tuned to answer the questions. This is the time you have to move from answering to questioning. Start incentivizing for good questions. You start encourage people to ask questions. If you simply answer, your curiosity and the creativity stops. So you have to keep asking questions. So move from answering to questioning. Once a friend told me a bus journey. from the city in the east to the city in the west. Late at night, a passenger urgently asked to get off. A minute later, someone screamed in the bus, their bag full of jewelry is missing. The driver immediately understood what happened. He immediately stopped the bus. He told the conductor to change the destination board from west to the east. And he turned the bus around. His intuition, he thinks that the thief will board the bus again, thinking that it's a different bus heading back. And he is right. It's only a human can do it. It's a human experience. No algorithm can predict this. No model has calculated the psychology of the thief or the driver's creative reversal. It's only the driver's lived experience, his emotional intelligence, and his intuition. That is what has helped him to get the thief. In the world of machines, your humanity is your superpower. If anyone is experience sharing, anyone share experiences, gain it. From teachers to the student, from parent to the children. In a recent AI conference, one of the experienced professor asked a question to the panel, what is that I should teach my students so that they get a job in this challenging AI world? The question is very valid. AI is undoubtedly going to change the job, undoubtedly going to change or reshape the white-collar jobs. But the history is giving us encouraging perspective. We as human adapted when human computers replaced machines. We adapted when the ATM transformed the banks. We adapted when digitization revolutionized industries. We adapted when the car became autonomous. So, what we are witnessing with AI is an evolution. It's not elimination. If you are still concerned about AI is replacing your job, consider this. A doctor. The only profession in the world has been practicing AI from the day one. For many years, the doctors are practicing AI. What the AI is doing? Collecting the data. The doctor collects the data from the patients, every patient. He built his data lake, and he processes it, and he acts on it. That's the career in the medical field still exists, and it will ever exist. Data engineer and data scientist. All the minds in the world are dried up. The one mind which is very active is data. Everywhere there is data, right? So these two professions, data engineer and data scientist, they actually work with the data. They are the one feed data to the models, to the AI. Then the important role or important career path is prompt engineer. What you do today in the social media or in the AI is you are asking questions. So that is something is what we need to change it to. How we are asking questions, what questions we are asking. Are we asking the right questions? Right? So the prompt engineer is a role His role is only to ask questions. Just put prompt, right? Then the economist, his job is never ever fade. Economist. Then the psychologist. The schools are offering the psychology courses nowadays from the schools itself, not even the colleges, from the schools. The reason being is that all the AI technologists started to use psychologists to give therapy for the models because they want the therapy to behave properly. It shouldn't bias whether it is a boy or a girl. It shouldn't hallucinate. So it shouldn't do any illegal activities. So they started to hire psychologists to give therapy for the models. Last but not the least, sustainability researcher. All the AI, you are simply asking question, but in the background, what is happening is n number of processing power. You all know that. You just simply put good morning. The response you get, they spend n number of power in the background to get a response as good morning. Because it needs to go and find what is good means, what is morning means, it has to find the context. So it will have to do all this processing. I'm giving a very simple example, but you are giving a document and getting a response. You are writing a paragraph and you are getting a response. This is going to be having n number of power need in the world. So you might have heard all the companies wanted to build data centers in the space. Why? Because they want to receive the solar power very quick. They don't want to do it here. It's all because they need alternate energy. They want renewable energies. They want more power because they need to process the AI models. So sustainability researcher is a role in itself. You can start researching how I can change the solar energy to kinetic energy, then I can give it to the data centers. All right, finally, can you guess what this word is? What is the significance of this word? You are right. This is the Word of the Year 2025 awarded by Oxford. The meaning is, the contents are deliberately designed to provoke anger and negative reactions. It actually boosts your engagement to be in the social media. When someone says right or wrong, you start to react. And you start to give more likes, shares, and comments. So this word is so popular because we all consuming the social media and we are engaged in social media. Can you guess what this word means? Yes. This is the Word of the Year 2024, the last to last year, by Oxford. Brain rot. The meaning is that spoiling of our brain caused by excessive scrolling of social media. It spoils our mental health. Because we are doing mindless viewing of online content, we are doing an endless scrolling. But the connection is clear. The one fuels the other. The content creators, they know our emotional triggers. They try to trigger your emotions and make you do excessive scrolling and make you be in the social media for a longer time. But over the time, you will spoil your mental capacity. Neuroscience revealed that oxytocin and dopamine, our brain hormones, happiness hormones, released when you are really happy, when you are really having friends, when you are really engaged, when you are really achieved something. But the critical question is, will you take supplement to trigger these hormones, to have an artificial happiness? Consumption-driven happiness is a trap. It may provide an instant satisfaction, but over time, it will spoil your mental capacity. So, the choice is yours. Natural or supplement, creativity or consumption, Batman or the Joker. The choice is yours. Thank you.